I'm Sri Wulantuti, board member of ICOM Intercom, and I'm honored to welcome you to our new program, Intercom Spark. ICOM Intercom, the International Committee for Museum Management, focus on ideas, issues, and practices relating to management, governance, leadership within the context of museum. Today's conversation on museum and community leadership is designed to explore how museum can act as catalysts for social connection and community empowerment. By sharing experience and strategies, we hope to inspire new approach that makes museums not only custodian of heritage, but also active leaders in bridging divides and fostering unity. On behalf of ICOM Intercom, I warmly welcome you to this dialogue and invite you to engage and contribute to shaping the future of museum leadership together. For this first session of Intercom Spark, we are honored to be joined by Ibu Miss Ari Musa, the head of the Maritime Culture Museum Management Unit in Jakarta. Good afternoon, Ibu.
Hello, good afternoon, Mbak Wulan.
How
Hello,
are,
everyone. Nice to meet you.
how are you today, Ibu?
I'm fine, and I'm very happy to be invite you to sharing my knowledge, even though my experience, maybe just working in museum, not long time, but maybe what I have experienced during I working, maybe I can share to everyone. Thank you, Mbak Wulan.
Thank you for joining us in this program, Ibu. So, Ibu Miss Ari, before we move into the main question, we have several questions for you. So, could
Yeah.
you kindly share the brief introduction about Museum Bahari? Because I believe
Yeah.
even in Jakarta, not everybody knows about Museum Bahari. Please, Ibu.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you, Mahulan. Yeah, everyone, I want to give a quick introduction about actually the building our museum a long story. They have standing since 1952, originally built to store spices, and later on it was officially inaugurated as a maritime museum, or we call it Museum Bahari Jakarta, on July 7, 1977. Over the years, we have grown so much. And today, Museum Bahari is no longer just a quiet place to store old collection. We have advanced into modern and interactive space. We also now have an immersive room where technology allows visitors to step inside and truly feel the history all around them. And we also have a special movie room. We call it Bioseum, Bioscope Museum. This room is a direct result of our collaboration with companies through CSR programs. In the Bioseum, visitor can watching a special film title is Arum, which already has 3 episodes. And through its improvement, we become a living hub where the community experience our heritage in a fun and way. I think a short story about Museum Bahari, Mbak Wulan, please.
Okay, thank you, Ibu, for the brief introduction about Museum Bahari. So, we are now moved into the main session of this program. We have several questions. We would like to explore together the theme of museum and community leadership. So, our first question to Ibu Miss Ari, what does community leadership mean for a museum, a maritime museum like Museum Bahari?
Yeah, thank you, Mbak Wulan. For me and for Museum Bahari, actually community leadership is basically about teamwork. We realized that a museum cannot stand alone like an ivory tower. I mean, we cannot survive without collaborating with the community. Leadership here does not mean we tell people what to do. Instead, it means embracing, supporting, and working side by side with the people to protect and bring our maritime stories back to life. That's my opinion about the community leadership, Mbak Wulan.
Oh, that's a powerful perspective, Ibu. Seeing leadership
Yes.
as collaboration rather than authority really highlights how Museum Bahari built trust and inclusivity with its community. So, our second question, how does Museum Bahari respond to social challenges in Jakarta coastal community? As we know that Museum Bahari located in the coastal area of Jakarta.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we are located very close with the coastal community. That's why we believe that the social issues in Jakarta's coastal areas cannot be solved alone. So by we respond. So sorry. We respond by opening up spaces for discussion and building a very wide network. Mbak. From the academic and research side, we work together with global schools like George Washington University and the University of San Francisco to share ideas and bring new views handling maritime issues. And also not only with university, actually many community that's relate to coastal, that's relate with coastal, with the sea, we collaboration. And on the other hand, from a cultural side, we hold international level exhibition. One of them is the Crimson Guild exhibition that will be held already in the January, February until April. And through all these different kind of teamwork, we try to make the museum as a hub or meeting point that share the stories of the coastal community with national and global audience. And basically, we just open, Mbak Wulan, we just open for university, for community that relate with maritime, with the coastal. We try together to improve the function of museum as a hub to encourage about the knowledge and experience to help each other to improve about the coastal, about the maritime, Mbak Wulan.
Okay, so your approach of combining academic partnership with cultural
Yes,
exhibition, like
yeah.
show how the museum becomes a true hub for dialogue
Mhm.
and solution. So it's not only
Yeah.
a place of a display, ya Bu ya.
Yes, we learn more from other museum in the world, Mbak Wulan, as you share by Muse ID program and Heritage ID program. We learn more from other museum that's very important to collaborate with others.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. So, in what ways can the museum strengthen local maritime identity?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to answer, yeah, but I try to answer. Yeah, the main step is to improve the way we tell stories through leadership program like MLeads, for example, that initiated by Muse ID and Heritage ID. We learn how to present a strong history story. So when we talk about the greatness of Sriwijaya, for example, or the amazing design of the Pinisi ship, the audience feel connected to it. In this way, we can convince the younger generation that our maritime identity is not just a things of the past, but the DNA of our nation that is still very useful and important for today.
Okay, so I like how you connect storytelling with a leadership program, Ibu.
Yeah,
Making history feels alive and relevant
yeah.
for a younger generation is a strong way to reinforce the identity.
Yes, very important, Mbak Wulan. And what we do is relate with our collection that we now Museum Bahari. We collect, we display about the many kind of traditional ship from around of Indonesia, and also how maritime culture around of Indonesia, and also about the heritage building itself, Mbak Wulan.
Okay. So, Ibu, I believe there are successful story from the museum in leading its community. So, could you share example of Museum Bahari successfully leading its community?
Yeah, actually, I can say that our success story is because in the behind of this success story, if because we have a lot of community that help the Museum Bahari. But I can say that one real step we take in the leading change in the community is our full commitment to making public spaces welcome for everyone. We provide, for example, a disability corner that is connected to a disability roadmap in the museum. And we also design facilities like touchable ship model with braille letters. And also we use VR, virtual reality technology. So our friend with disabilities can also explore history without any kind problems. And by starting this, we invite everyone in society to realize that easy access and the right to enjoy history belong to all people. And we open also to invite many expertise and then many intensive program from uh, internship program from university, not only from Jakarta and also from other province or other country, to internship in Museum Bahari, and we can learning each other and help each other.
Okay, so your
That's my answer, Mbak Ulan.
your commitment to accessibility is great, Ibu. Disability Corner and VR initiative prove that leadership means opening doors
Yes.
for everyone to experience heritage equality.
Yeah,
Equality,
yeah.
sorry.
We also just success. I think. Yeah. Actually, we can inform that this is a sample how the museum can inform more deep about SDGs by we build SDGs corner. This program not only by museum self because the initiative come from community. I mean, Museum ID, Heritage ID, and support by United Nations Information Center in Jakarta. So we thank all community foundation who the museum to create this kind of program to be more benefit museum for community.
Okay, so this SDG corner is still open until today, Ibu?
Yeah, we open every day except Monday, and to all visitor, we inform in the lobby that we have SDGs corner, and they can learn about what is SDGs corner. They try also many kind of game, interactive game, to know more deep about the same many sample or the action SDGs activity in the environment. I mean, related with the their environment from this corner.
Okay. So it's our questions. It's like a global level. How can Maritime Museum contribute to a global discussion on sustainability and ocean heritage?
Yeah, I think a museum nowadays must pay attention about the global, yeah, think global about the climate, etc. I think this is a function of museum to improve about this, Mbak Wulan. Maritime Museum, Museum Hari is, we understand that our museum is like a bridge between the past and the future about our sea. We have a very important role in global discussion by connecting the local wisdom of the past about the protecting the sea with modern issue of keeping things green and sustainable. And the object we protect are real proof of how our ancestors sail and use the sea's resources wisely without destroying them. This message of ocean heritage is what we want to share loudly to remind the world that protecting marine cultural heritage is always connected to a healthy sea ecosystem. And I think this is very important topic to introduce to visitor, Mbak Ulan, especially to young generation, because the main purpose how and what Museum Bahari is built in Indonesia, also in Jakarta, that because very important to introduce to young generation about the how nowadays we understand. We have to understand about the changing climate in the world, so how we can protect environment around us. I mean, from the children, if they know about the environment, if their responsibility from the young generation, yeah, whatever later they can be, or they to be director or in many kind of project, they have basic knowledge about the environment and how to save, how to protect about their environment, Mbak Wulan.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. So this
Yeah.
is our last question for you. Uh, we know that there are several international maritime museum in the world. So, what lesson from International Maritime Museum or maybe other institution that could inspire Museum Bahari's community program?
Yeah, I know many museum maritime, I mean in general maritime is uh in many country also we can learn about many kind public program, but the biggest lesson from Museum Bahari is, maybe one of them is about how technology can create an experience that feel very real for the visitor. And we apply this by using spatial design technology and educational QR code. So our community program are no longer just about reading text. And they are much more interactive, modern, and definitely fit better with the style of young people and the digital generation today. And other sharing from Museum Bahari, maybe to lesson learned from other museum or other management museums, maybe about the collaboration. I mean, the to manage the museum, not only Museum Bahari, actually, we we are very important to open for community, for other institution to help the museum to be improve the function. I mean, not only museum as a place to collect the collection or artifact or just to display a collection, but also nowadays we try to manage museum as a place to create many people around museum to express their activity, to be improve their skill, and uh, important also to be improve their economic by collection in museum, Mbak Wulan. I think that's what we can share to everyone here. I hope what I sharing can be benefit for other manager museum and for everyone who listen our talking today.
Okay, so in this question, so your focus is on technology and interactivities, quite
Yes, and also
quite
collaboration is very important, Mbak
yes,
Wulan.
correct. So by learning
Yeah,
from global practices, that Museum Bahari will make its program more engaging and aligned with the
yeah,
today's audiences who love with the
yeah,
digital things, right, ya, Ibu ya?
yeah, yeah. And also one thing important is we have always learned from uh, other museum, even though in Sim City or yeah, nowadays we just have initiative to connect by online to learn from other museum in the world.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. So,
Thank you, Mbak Wulan, for the
so
time.
Okay, so we come to the end of today's Intercom Spark, the inspiring museum conversation. I would like to extend my heart uh, gratitude to all of you who join us today. And Ibu Miss Ari, thank you for sharing valuable insight about Museum Bahari Jakarta and its role in leading and empowering coastal communities. So your reflection remind us that museum is not only guardians of heritage, but also active leader in shaping identity, resilience, and sustainability. So, on behalf of ICOM Intercom, I'm Sri Wulantuti. Thank you for your participation and your commitment to advancing museum leadership. We look forward to welcoming you again in the future session. So, see you and have a nice day. Thank you, Ibu. See you. Bye bye.